If you think of a disc herniation, I like to use an analogy, and that is one of toothpaste. Again, my name is Lindsey McKay. I've been a practicing attorney since 2008. I moved with my husband and our 6 children from Dallas to East Texas. We have offices in Sulphur Springs, Dallas, Greenville, Tyler, and Oklahoma, and we will continue to expand. If you have a tube of toothpaste in your purse or in your dock kit, and it has the top on it, the toothpaste isn't going anywhere. You can shuffle the dock kit, you can move your purse around, it can hit other items, and it is not going to get out of the tube. However, once the top comes off, it doesn't gush out like shampoo might, but it will eventually start seeping out. And so, for instance, if you had toothpaste in your purse, the top is off, you carry your purse around, it may hit your phone, your wallet, and you open your purse, you're gonna see toothpaste kind of scattered around these items in your purse. That is very similar to a disc herniation in your back, and let me explain. So when you have a disc herniation, as this model shows here, these are your discs. In the disc, you have a spinal canal. In between the disc and the spinal canal are these yellow nerves. When a disc herniates, the gooey stuff inside the disc is like a toothpaste. Once it opens, the top is off, it is gone, it is forever missing. The toothpaste starts seeping out into the spinal canal. Some people do not feel that pain immediately. Why is that? You may not feel it because everybody's anatomy is different. Sometimes this space between where the disc is and the nerve begins is very wide on some individuals, and the toothpaste goo coming out of your disc is oozing out slowly. So it may take several weeks, months, in some cases years for it to reach a pain point, which is a nerve. And when it finally does, that's where you will feel sensations. You could feel pain, you could feel a zap of numbness, you could feel tingling. All of those indicate that this substance has oozed out and hit that pain point, that nerve. When it does that, we know that it is a serious injury that is a forever permanent injury. As you bend, move, get in bed, get out of bed, those are the movements of your spine that will cause the substance to, over time, seep out. Once you have a herniated disc, just think of a tube of toothpaste. The top is gone forever. It is not coming back. We are not finding the top. The amount of compensation that you are entitled to will depend on how many herniations are identified and how big the herniations are, meaning how wide and how fast it is opening up in your disc. It also is relevant on your age because we have to account for however many years you have left in your lifetime. So if you are 20 with a herniation, you have a long life to live and a lot of movements on that back and spine, giving your disc a lot of time to have a lot of toothpaste, a lot of goo get all over the nerves over many, many years. If you have a herniated disc, you have to get it identified by an MRI. Those are only offered outside of the emergency room. So if you went to the emergency room after a wreck and they provided a CT scan or a CAT scan, your herniated disc will not show up. It will show up with an MRI, and those are offered outside of the emergency room. So you may have a very permanent, serious, long-term injury that is not identified until you see the right provider to get that ordered and have that MRI read. It is very important for all injuries to be identified because they matter for your future. And you may not always feel the herniated disc because, as I explained, this toothpaste is oozing out, but it may not hit the nerve for a long time before you feel it. Also, some people think it has to be a stabbing pain that never leaves to qualify. That is not true. Muscle injury is different and a broken bone is different. But if a herniated disc shows up on your MRI, we want to get you compensated because that is a forever, lifelong injury and you are entitled to it. So please call us at 903-INJURED if you have been involved in a wreck or you want to learn more about identifying your injuries and what compensation may look like in your case. We are here for you 24/7. If you call 903-INJURED, somebody will be able to advise you and help you with any question. We do not get compensated or paid until we win. only if we win. So every call is free, and we only get paid when you get paid.